Hi Red Deer, it's Karen Mann, Emergency Operations Center Director for the City of Red Deer. I wanted to reach out to you with some important information in regards to our Phase 1 relaunch and also some important May-long safety reminders. As you likely already know, the Government of Alberta announced their relaunch strategy in 3 phases. May 14th was the beginning of Phase 1 of the provincial government's relaunch, and what we're seeing is that a number of community businesses as well as municipal amenities are now allowed to open if they can do so safely, respecting Alberta Health Services guidelines. What that means for the City of Red Deer is that we have opened a number of additional recreation amenities and will continue to do so in coming days and weeks. You may have noticed that the skate parks opened at the end of last week. We are continuing to open additional neighborhood asphalt pads for spontaneous, non-contact, non-organized sports such as pickleball, tennis, and basketball. Our fields and sports fields in the neighborhoods are also open for, again, spontaneous, non-contact, non-organized sports such as playing baseball or playing soccer with your family members. We hope that people are able to get out and enjoy this increased number of amenities that are going to be opening in a phased manner in the coming days and weeks. We also know that a number of businesses in our community have been given the green light through Phase 1 to relaunch. What we wanted to just communicate to our residents is that the decision to open in Phase 1 lies with each individual business and restaurant. And so you may see a staggered approach across the community to this relaunch. So some businesses may be open as early as yesterday, and others may remain closed as they continue to work to meet the Alberta Health Services guidelines. If you have questions about the specific guidelines that have been outlined for various sectors, that information is available at the Alberta government's website at alberta.ca/bizconnect, B-I-Z-connect. Information is available there on a number of specific sectors and amenities throughout the province. We will continue to work with you, our community, on this phased relaunch. We know that it's exciting, but it is also challenging to continue to reopen things while respecting social distancing guidelines. People do need to stay 2 meters apart. These guidelines do remain in place, and we just ask that you continue to work with us and respect those important health and safety guidelines. I wanted to speak to you specifically about playgrounds. While it was acknowledged by the Government of Alberta in a recent news conference that playgrounds could reopen in Phase 1 of the relaunch, in consultation with Alberta Health Services, the guideline and recommendation that has been firmly provided to the City of Red Deer and a number of other communities directly from Alberta Health Services related to playgrounds is that playgrounds continue to remain closed. This is for a number of reasons. Primarily the number of touch points and the requirement to consistently and repeatedly sanitize those locations throughout the day in order to ensure health and safety, the lack of hand washing on site in most playground areas, and just the ongoing requirement to restrict gathering size. So at this time, through Phase 1, the City of Red Deer will keep playgrounds closed, and we ask that you respect all of the barricades, fencing, and tape that remains on those playgrounds, and that you work with your children to understand those guidelines as well. Skateboard parks, I want to speak to these as well. We did reopen skateboard parks, and we are seeing large groups out in those areas day after day. What we want to do is continue an informative and educational approach with the youth and with the users in these skateboard parks. However, we do implore you to talk to your youth, talk to your kids, and respect these guidelines yourself. We really need everyone to respect these guidelines so that these amenities can remain open. If they are not able to remain open safely and within Alberta Health Services guidelines, we may unfortunately have to put other measures in place or close these locations for the time being. So please continue to work with us on this important messaging and work with your kids on that as well. As we go into the May long weekend, we hear the weather is going to be beautiful, and we know that means that people will be out and about in our community enjoying our trails, our parks, and some of the other outdoor areas, including the river. We want to remind people about safe water behavior. So if you're going to be boating in and around the Red Deer River, no alcoholic beverages are permitted. Have enough life jackets for everybody that's boating. Know your limitations and do a risk assessment before you hit the water, and make sure that you have a plan in place for any emergencies that can occur. So we're just working with people to exercise common sense as we go into the long weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep each other healthy. And with that, I want to remind you, wash your hands, stay 2 meters apart, don't touch your face, get outside, enjoy the sun, and thank you so much for working with us through this ongoing COVID-19 situation. Have a great weekend.